Joyous time zones, my Sakonauts. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as the Witch of Tylwyth Teg, and welcome to the Magic Monday Witch Hour. Today we are throwing cards. Okay, and I have a wonderful guest keeping me company today, the wonderful and fantastic R.C. Scott.
Good morning, folks.
Woo, meta! So, if you want a reading this morning, simply say so in the chat and I will add you to the queue. What? I have no idea what you're posting. I have no idea.
It's something.
It's something. We got Jen, who popped in before the stream, giving, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I don't know if they're hanging out today. Jenna made it this time. So good to see you.
Jenna!
And Mint. Oh, what is the emoji that gives for card? You said throwing cards, so yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we can start with a ritual to start your week. Don't need a reading today, just hanging out. Okay, no problem.
Hi, GNA.
I have a bunch of chakra. Are you feeling unwell? Out of spoons? This should be especially good for sufferers of depression, those having trouble seeing beauty in the world. Sit with your hands in your lap and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it for a moment. And as you let it out through your mouth, let go of the tension from the night and the grogginess of the morning. Take another deep breath in. As you breathe in, imagine you are breathing in pure love. As you breathe out, imagine you are breathing out forgiveness. Take a third deep breath in, and as you do so, imagine a light coming in at the top of your head. It enters at the top of your head and spreads down over your face, neck, and shoulders. This cleansing light now expands along your back, down your legs, and out through your feet. You can now manipulate that light into energy. Hold the light at the top of your head and watch as it turns a violet color, a purple with more red than blue. It flickers weakly at first, but with your effort, with your powers, you can provide energy to the light. As you funnel that energy into the light, it grows in size and brightness, revealing a dark flower bud. What condition is it in? How does the flower react to your touch? I encourage you to coax the flower into growing. How much effort does it take to do so? The violet light flickers again, but the petals peel open, spreading like fingers splaying out apart from each other. Feel the tendons stretch in your hands, in your petals, in your mind. The more power you siphon in, the more beautiful the flower becomes, revealing that it is a violet lotus. The middle of the flower is dark, cluttered with more petals. Using your mind, gently pull each petal open, one by one, and the violet will lighten in color, one by one. Be tender. With your attentive touch, eventually you will reveal a golden heart, and it glows like the day. Enjoy the splendor that is your mind now. Enjoy your handiwork. Take one more deep breath in and begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. When you are ready, open your eyes. If you're just joining us, we just did a morning third eye ritual. Oh, thank you. Horoscopes. If you would like me to do your horoscope today, just say so in the chat with your sign, and I will do the things.
Do the things.
The things. You're an Aries?
Of course.
Yes.
I'm definitely an Aries.
I hope you're not being facetious.
No, I'm always right, and there's always a war to fight. even if it's in my own head.
Yeah. All right, Aries. All right, so for the Aries in the crowd, opportunities to chat with others hold both risks and potential rewards. As the energetic sun moves into your third house of communication, you may become more interested than usual in connecting with the people around you. Sorry. That's likely to be genuinely fun for everyone involved, but where are the boundaries? You might be tempted to reveal something really personal to keep an exciting vibe flowing. This could backfire. Sensitive information can be used against you. Play it safe for now. That's dark. Jeez. All
Yeah.
right. Oh, hold up. Remind me of my brother-in-law for some reason. Got it.
Cheers, brother-in-law.
Virgo. A fresh burst of energy can currently propel you towards your goals. The focused sun blazes into your ambitious 10th house, clarifying your view of what you're trying to accomplish. Figuring out the day-to-day path, there might be the hard part. Asking someone else for advice could be valuable, but it also risks clouding your judgment. You probably have more wisdom about the situation than you think you do, even if you can't quite put it into words yet. Give yourself time. We built the boy a mini computer to play his games, and he's on it right now, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. That sounds so awesome. Standing up for yourself might be necessary now. This is often a scary task. Your audience could tell you no, or worse yet, get upset with you. Keep in mind that attempting to evade these risks by using emotional manipulation may make the problems worse. While the assertive sun enlivens your 5th house of self-expression, you're better off advocating for your needs as directly as possible. Even if you don't receive everything you asked for, you know you gave it your best shot. That's spooky. Oh, fun.
Play it safe.
Oh, my eyes. Okay. Tarot. So if you want a tarot reading,
I do.
Sweet. I will add you to the thingy. Okay. Let me shuffle some cards for you. Hey, Dwan. Good to see you. I'm gonna shuffle the reverse too. My phone is blowing up. I got you, Jen. Okay. You have all kinds of like conflict and isolation and stuff happening. So let's see what's up. Oh. I need to double check something really quick.
Well, to be fair, more isolation, less conflict.
True that. Conflict avoidant, sorta.
Well, I mean, there's some conflicts that are just not even worth getting into and better off avoiding.
Mm-hmm.
Not the vast majority of them, especially with the age of social media. Yeah, it's just,
Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Lovers reversed. And we have Judgment reversed. So what I'm gathering without looking at the book with this is that you're turning away from material goods to kind of like work on like inner workings. There's some kind of miscommunication going on, and there's like self-loathing and oppression that seems to be like featured in some capacity. So let me see what the book says. I think the Eight of Cups kind of explains like what you're doing, what your present looks like. The Eight of Cups represents leaving good things behind in the pursuit of higher ideals. Moses was raised as a prince of Egypt, but realized he needed to sacrifice his royal life and wealth to pursue a spiritual and ascetic one. walking away, introspection, escapism, withdrawal, or seeking the truth. Unreliability, separation, second-guessing, values, and conflict for the Lovers reversed. So
second guessing, that's everybody.
that's, well, not everybody, you know.
No, that's me. I second guess everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, people are full of shit.
And then oppression, lack of self-awareness, failure, repeated mistakes, and self-loathing. For the judgment reversed.
Self-loathing might be a little strong.
You think?
Yeah, I don't loathe myself.
I think
I destroy myself often, but
I think most of your conflict is miscommunication, and I don't blame you for walking away. Like, turning away from the status quo, basically, to kind of like figure out where you want to be. I think this is kind of stating the obvious.
What's that?
Do you have any thoughts or comments?
Well, I mean, explains itself. What do you mean?
I got you. All right.
No, what do you mean?
What do I mean by what?
Self-explanatory.
Not self-explanatory, but like in the sense that being a third party, I see that there's all kinds of like miscommunications and kind of throwing yourself on the fire, as it were, and then being like, well, that's how all people are, and walking away from it. Right. And I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's a thing that happens. That's
well, people don't know how to communicate. And for people who make the effort to do so, you know, it's over explaining shit like that, or, you know, like they're not even listening because they have no fucking brains. It's a work thing all the time. Just like where you think there should be communication, where communication is vital, those two people don't even talk to each other and give you a dumbfounded look when you run up to them like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Well, I agree. I mean, it's kind of like that. At the same time, I do generalize, but also people have certain quirks about them that, you know, is pretty obvious. In the whole communication thing, people are like, don't say what's on their minds, at least not to the right people.
For sure.
Whenever
that's
you know,
a cultural thing too.
Yeah, it's like whatever the person like needs to fix about themselves or whatever problem they have, they never tell that person. They run behind their backs and say that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, expect you to figure it out on your own.
Or take on a mentor of some kind.
Take on a mentor.
Yeah. Some people like can't see the forest for the trees, and so they need a guide of sorts. I'm not saying that you need a guide, like, by any means, but
Yeah, I've had my fill of mentors.
Yeah.
I'll mentor myself.
All right, Jen. Ooh. I kind of want to go a little bit deeper into this one. So first off, you are kind of like coming out of a, hold on. Boop. Yeah. Hence why nothing is to be assumed. Woot. So you're coming out of a rest, or like coming out of a isolation, or coming out of I don't know, maybe you had a vacation, or were struggling with burnout or something like that, and you took some rest, and now you are kind of like springing back into action, in the sense that you are itching to get back to work. You are itching to get back into life. The tricky part is that you don't know what's coming, right? So there is danger and risk involved, but you are hopeful. Like, go ahead and wish upon that star, because I mean, there's a pretty good chance that it'll come true. That is just my 2 cents. 4 of Swords. Awakening, healing, returning. It mentions burnout, but it also talks about strength. For Fenrir, yeah, or Fenrir, like basically getting ready to swallow the world.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He can't help it. He was born big and scary.
Now, your other 2 cards are forces outside your control, because they are part of the major arcana. The moon is the subconscious and all its illusions, potential pitfalls, and possibility of self-deception. Oh. Here, 2 tanukis, shape-shifting raccoon-like animals, each stare at a different moon. though it is not clear which one is the real one. So trickery, melancholy, anguish, illusion, and insecurity. And then the star. The star is a symbol of hope after a disaster. The need to remain positive after misfortune, to remember that things can get better again. It is staying calm and open to future possibilities, seeing your situation with open eyes, mind, and heart. So hope, serenity, inspiration, insight, and spirituality. So saith this deck. But I also think of like wishing upon that star, and making all the wishes that are in your heart, rather than just like focusing on one thing. Like you can just be like, here are all the ways that I would like my life to change, and you begin the journey on that subject. All right. One. Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I'm still mulling over mine.
Yeah.
Conflict, miscommunication, walk away from everything. I like it.
Yeah.
For everyone. Maybe I'll get some writing done.
Yeah.
Then be like, okay, I'm back. I don't hate you people now. Read my stuff.
I know that feeling. I kind of did that with my first book. Just drowned myself in writing and pulled away from being social, pulled away from, I mean, like I was social in the way that like I was social on my server, and social on the internet and stuff like that, I suppose. But I kind of shut myself off while I was working on my craft. And there's a lot to be said for that.
My first story was the opposite. I basically had have my instructor hold me by the hand the whole time. Get halfway through like a page, like, wait, I don't know what I'm doing here. Help! How do I get this to flow better?
I think there's a lot to be said for not having that mentor voice, and being able to write something, step away from it for a little bit, come back to it, and being able to look at it with objective eyes, with your own wisdom, right? So, like, I understand why you like are so done with mentorship and
people, connections.
Yeah.
Sorry to say out loud.
Indeed. The fact that you still talk to me and that you're here right now is kind of surprising to me, but I'm honored and welcome.
Good. You should be.
Good. You should be.
Feel the gratitude.
Okay, Dwan. All right, so when I draw cards that are all reversed, I will just turn them around because I Oh. Okay. So what I'm gathering is first the Queen of Cups, who is loving and intuitive and kind of psychic if we're actually like getting down to the nitty-gritty. Creativity and again, that intuition, that inspiration, strength, which kind of goes without saying, like being able to overcome things, being able to withstand the storm. And then the Nine of Cups, which is a pretty lady card, which means triumph and success and reaping the rewards of the work that you have put in. Yeah, so I wouldn't say happiness, but like validation, right? Learning that like what you've been doing has been worth it this whole time. So let's see what the book says.
You mustn't read from the book.
The Queen of Cups represents the surface of the subconscious. The goddess Yamoja connects those on land to the depths of the spiritual plane. She is mysterious, but also a kind and caring mother. Warmth, empathy, a counselor, and intuition. I'm going to do the Nine of Cups while I'm here. The Nine of Cups represents a happy ending achieved in unexpected ways. Prince Taj al-Muluk fell in love with a Princess Dunya, but she refused men. He used trickery, disguising himself as a woman in order to win her heart. Dreams realized, fulfillment, pleasure, recognition, and triumph. That validation that I was talking about. And then strength. The strength card is about willpower and determination, focus, persistence, and the ability to confidently stare at any challenge in the face and overcome it. It is not physical strength, but the purity of heart and purpose. Courage, conviction, control, determination, and patience. So that said, again, the intuition and inspiration and creativity, having the strength to weather the storm, and then the triumph at the end of it, the validation at the end of it, that it was worth it the whole time. Hi, Kay.
Hi.
If you would like a reading, just say so in the chat. Oh, I don't think I have anybody else in my queue. Can't get better than that. Yeah. I got time for one currently. You're not using a shadow deck today, are you? I'm not feeling much like getting beat over the head. This is a kind of a neutral deck. Last week it was kind of angry, but I've cleansed it from then, since then. So it's giving very nice readings today. Considering that you kind of played with my shadow deck and your normal deck was giving you shadowy stuff. So yes, and yes. Okay, Jenna. Let me shuffle for you. Two of coins, 4 of wands, 3 of wands. So, poor Jenna. There's like a misbalance or a lack of direction, like having too many plates spinning and not being able to keep them spinning. And then, I don't want to say it, but like a divorce, like given how this morning is going, that's accurate. Yeah. And then the 3 of wands usually has to do with work and waiting for your ship to come in. 3 of wands. The 3 of wands represents hard work and travel. Boop. The princess takes a long journey to rescue her prince, making sacrifices and surviving trials along the way. If she stays motivated, her efforts will be rewarded. Self-motivation, freedom, reward, possibly romance. 4 of wands. So, self-doubt, diaspora, cancel plans, and gloom. So what I'm gathering is that you are overwhelmed and hold on. Where are my coins? There we go. Disorganization, facade, overwhelm, overextending, financial mess. So I'm kind of gathering that, yeah, you've got too many plates spinning, you're overwhelmed, and it's kind of dragging you down, and you need a change of scenery. So that is what I gather from. Oh my gosh, come on. Yeah. Yes. Yes, soon. No problem. Kind of stating the obvious, I think, but I wish you the best, and I would say talk to Kay, especially considering burnout and overwhelming stuff. Like, Kay is like an expert in that shit. Oh my gosh. I don't know about an expert, but I definitely have a lifetime of experience with it to draw from. Yeah. Okay, Kay. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. And let's see what's up. Ooh. I see a lot of desires, and I see some stability coming. Granted, there's some setbacks, but I think there will be a situation where you can actually like pursue your goals, right? Granted, having 7 freaking lamps, like genie lamps to rub, can be, I don't want to use the word overwhelming, but can be coins, cups. The 7 of Cups shows Aladdin standing before a myriad of fantastical dreams. It is impossible for him to pursue them all, and it is important that he makes a decision wisely and quickly. Daydreaming, fantasy, decisions, wishful thinking, procrastination, like maybe a little bit of that. 7 of Coins. Yeah, that procrastination again, right? But the Queen of Coins is an eager mother ready to bring new life. A name that I can't pronounce has traveled the world, blessing her many children. She is always moving, loving, and ever practical. She teaches her children how to help themselves. A healer, luxury, being grounded, practicality, and movement. So that financial stability will, I mean, you're kind of like waiting for that stability to kick in, I think, before you can actually start figuring out what it is you actually want. And maybe you would benefit from the 12-week year too. I don't know. So lots of, like, I don't want to say stalling, but waiting. There's like a delay of that comfort of the Queen of Coins. I think of the Queen of Coins as kind of like the quintessential Taurus. So like comfort and dependability and like so yeah, stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yay, financial stability. Maybe through the accelerator, dare I say? I don't know. There's a chance because your courses sound real interesting. So, there's a possibility. It's a possibility. Okay. If you liked this video at any point, I dare say push the like button. And if you want to another week, possibly get a reading, then you can usually find me on Monday mornings doing weekly things. And you might want to subscribe. Oh, coaching business. Good reading. Right on. We can talk about it more after the stream, I think.
What kind of coaching?
Like life coaching, like writing coaching, like productivity coaching.
I see.
Which is super exciting. You might want to subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube actually notifies you when I go live. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.